KLM 1927 heavy traffic is 5 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 380 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Climb and maintain flight level 490 Hyperon 362705 heavy.
KLM 1927 heavy Airbus A20N in sight. Approach on 128.725. Good day. One two eight decimal 725 Ryanair 1311 heavy.
Brussels Center Hyperon 362705 heavy. Request flight level 590.
Hyperon 362705 heavy. Climb and maintain flight level 490. Expect flight level 590.
Climb and maintain flight level 490. Expect flight level 590. Hyperon 362705 heavy.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, please expedite your climb, flight level 490. Ryanair 2986 Heavy, you are 20 miles west. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 25 left approach via Foxtrot Lima Oscar transition. Clear to Foxtrot Lima Oscar. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect ILS Yankee runway 25 left approach via Foxtrot Lima Oscar transition. Clear to Foxtrot Lima Oscar Ryanair 2986 Heavy. Emirates 182 Heavy contact Brussels departure on 126.63. Good day. Hyperon 362705 Heavy, please expedite your climb, flight level 490. 126.63 Emirates 182 Heavy. Ryanair 2986 Heavy contact Brussels approach on 127.575. Good day. Hyperon 362705 Heavy, please expedite your climb, flight level 490. Going to 127.575, Ryanair 2986 Heavy. Airbus 224 traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 390 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Airbus 719er traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 370 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Airbus 224 traffic in sight. Hyperon 362705 Heavy, please expedite your climb, flight level 490. Airbus 719er traffic in sight.
Brussels Center Hyperon 362705 Heavy. Request flight level 630.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 490. Expect flight level 630.
Climb and maintain flight level 490, expect flight level 630 Hyperon 362705 heavy.
Brussels Center Emirates 182 Heavy is at 8,900 feet, climbing flight level 200. Emirates 182 Heavy Brussels Center altimeter 29.902 continue.
Brussels Center Hyperon 362705 heavy. Request flight level 590.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 490. Expect flight level 590.
Climb and maintain flight level 490, expect flight level 590 Hyperon 362705 heavy.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, please expedite your climb, flight level 490. Hyperon 362705 Heavy, descend and maintain flight level 420.
Descend and maintain flight level 420 Hyperon 362705 heavy.
Brussels Center Iberia Tree 208 Heavy is passing flight level 205, climbing flight level 230. Iberia Tree 208 Heavy Brussels Center, continue to Akovi.
Brussels Center Hyperon 362705 heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, continue to cone and turning and following heading 280, proceed on course.
Continue to cone and turning and following heading 280, proceed on course Hyperon 362705 heavy. Brussels Center Hyperon 362705 heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, continue to cone and turning and following heading 280, proceed on course.
Continue to cone and turning and following heading 280, proceed on course Hyperon 362705 heavy.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60 Hyperon 362705 Heavy. Brussels Center Hyperon 362705 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, continue to Conan turning and following heading 280, resume on navigation.
Continue to Conan turning and following heading 280, proceed on course Hyperon 362705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, contact Paris Center on 126.475. Good day.
Going to 126.475 Hyperon 362705 Heavy. Paris Center Hyperon 362705 Heavy is at flight level tree 905, descending flight level tree 60.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, Paris Center, continue to Conan.
Paris Center Hyperon 362705 Heavy requests destination change to Heathrow.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy is cleared to Heathrow Airport as filed. Squawk 7715.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy cleared to Heathrow Airport is filed. Squawk 7715.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, read back correct. Radar contact, flight level tree 60. Continue to Conan turning and following heading 280, resume own navigation, descend, and maintain flight level 280.
Continue to Conan turning and following heading 280, proceed on course, descend and maintain flight level 280 Hyperon 362705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet Hyperon 362705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, contact London Center on 118.475. Good day.
118.475 Hyperon 362705 Heavy. London Center Hyperon 362705 Heavy is passing flight level tree 25, descending 14,000 feet.
Hyperon 362705 Heavy, London Center, continue to Delta Victor Romeo. Hyperon 362-705 Heavy descend and maintain flight level 200.
Descend and maintain flight level 200 Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy descend and maintain flight level 250.
Descend and maintain flight level 250 Hyperon 362-705 Heavy. London Center Hyperon 362-705 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy continue to Delta Victor Romeo turning and following heading 275. Proceed on course.
Continue to Delta Victor Romeo turning and following heading 275. Resume on navigation Hyperon 362-705 Heavy. London Center Hyperon 362-705 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy continue to Delta Victor Romeo turning and following heading 275. Proceed on course.
Continue to Delta Victor Romeo turning and following heading 275. Resume on navigation Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 245 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy have the Airbus A20N in sight. London Center Hyperon 362-705 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint. London Center Hyperon 362-705 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy continue to MCAT turning and following heading 280. Proceed on course.
Continue to MCAT turning and following heading 280. Resume on navigation Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362-705 heavy traffic is 2 o'clock, 2 miles at flight level 215 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy have the Airbus A20N in sight. London Center Hyperon 362-705 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy continue to MCAT turning and following heading 280 proceed on course.
Continue to MCAT turning and following heading 280 proceed on course Hyperon 362-705 Heavy. London Center Hyperon 362-705 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy continue to lab returning and following heading 280 proceed on course. Speedbird 851 Heavy, you are 3 miles east. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, keep speed not above 220 knots.
Continue to lab returning and following heading 280 resume on navigation Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
Airbus 319er traffic is 8 o'clock, 4 miles at 13,300 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Airbus 319er traffic in sight. Hyperon 362-705 Heavy, you are 3 miles east. Descend and maintain 12,000 feet, keep speed not above 220 knots, expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Bravo India Golf transition. Cleared to Bravo India Golf. Hyperon 362-705 Heavy descend and maintain 4,000 feet, keep speed not above 220 knots.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, keep speed not above 220 knots, expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Bravo India Golf transition cleared to Bravo India Golf Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362-705 Heavy descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
Speedbird 79er tree, heavy contact approach on 1 tree for decimal 908. Good day. Hyperon 362-705 heavy descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed not above 180 knots.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet, keep speed not above 180 knots Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
1 tree 4 decimal 908 Speedbird 79er tree heavy. Hyperon 362-705 heavy descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet Hyperon 362-705 Heavy.
Hyperon 362-705 heavy descend and maintain 3,500 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,500 feet Hyperon 362.705 heavy.
Hyperon 362.705 heavy descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet Hyperon 362.705 heavy.
Hyperon 362.705 heavy descend and maintain 2,500 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet Hyperon 362.705 heavy.
Hyperon 362.705 heavy descend and maintain 1,400 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,400 feet Hyperon 362.705 heavy.
Hyperon 362.705 heavy traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 17,000 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Hyperon 362.705 heavy, you are 7 miles east of Heathrow. Contact tower on 118.705 when inbound on the approach. Ryanair 90467 heavy traffic is 10 o'clock 3 miles at 17,000 feet Boeing B748. Report them in sight.
Tower on 118.705 Hyperon 362.705 heavy. Tower Hyperon 362.705 heavy 6 miles northeast inbound ILS runway 27 right approach. Cleared ILS runway 27 right approach Hyperon 362.705 heavy. Tower Hyperon 362.705 heavy is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. Tower Hyperon 362.705 heavy would prefer runway 27 left.
Speedbird 822 heavy traffic is 5 o'clock 2 miles at 14,100 feet Boeing B748. Report them in sight.
Tower Hyperon 362.705 heavy is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. Tower Hyperon 362705 Heavy is going missed. Going to 127.525 Hyperon 362705 Heavy.
Speedbird 544 heavy traffic is 1 o'clock 1 miles at 100 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Speedbird 544 heavy traffic alert. 10 o'clock less than 1 mile, 600 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. London Center, KLM 1016 Heavy is at 1,300 feet, climbing 5,000 feet. KLM 1016 Heavy London, center altimeter 29.9er to continue. KLM 1016 Heavy traffic is 6 o'clock 1 miles at 1,600 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
2,500.
KLM 1016 heavy traffic is 5 o'clock 4 miles at 800 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Speedbird 544 heavy traffic is 6 o'clock 3 miles at 500 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Speedbird 978 heavy traffic is 11 o'clock 3 miles at 2,600 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Speedbird 978 heavy traffic is 2 o'clock 3 miles at 3,100 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. KLM 1016 heavy have the traffic. Speedbird 978 heavy have the traffic. Speedbird 544 heavy have the Airbus A20N in sight. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 left approach via Lima Alpha Mike transition. Cleared to Lima Alpha Mike Speedbird 705 heavy. Speedbird 705, heavy contact approach on 1 tree, 4.908. Good day.
2,500.
1 tree, 4.908, Speedbird 705 heavy.
1,000.
Speedbird 8, Niner tree heavy, your tree 5 miles east. Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 left approach via Lima Alpha Mike transition. Cleared to Lima Alpha Mike. Speedbird tree 4 Niner heavy, your tree 3 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Expect ILS runway 27 right approach via Bravo India Golf transition. Cleared to Bravo India Golf. London Center Speedbird 1318 Heavy is at 2,000 feet climbing 13,000 feet. Speedbird 1318 Heavy London Center altimeter 29.9 continue to LON 04.
1,500.
Decimal for Speedbird 8 Niner tree heavy. Speedbird 1318 heavy traffic is 5 o'clock 2 miles at 2,700 feet Airbus A20M. Report them in sight. Speedbird tree for Niner heavy contact approach on 1 tree for decimal Niner 8. Good day.
Landing gear.
Oman Air 102 heavy traffic is 4 o'clock 4 miles at 4,200 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Speedbird 1318 heavy have the Airbus A20N in sight. London Center Speedbird 1450 Heavy is at 1,600 feet, climbing 7,000 feet. Speedbird 1450 Heavy London Center altimeter 29.9 continue to LON 03.
30. 20.
Speedbird 1450 Heavy traffic.